Hey everyone, StrategyGame here. We're back with another CallToArms Gates of Hell-Ostfront tutorial, and this time we're talking artillery and field guns. And we're doing Germany. We're going to do the factions one at a time because there's a hell of a lot for each faction. And it'll just be too much to go through in one video, I think. So basically, in this video, we'll go through the ranges of the weapons, the penetration, the actual effectiveness, because artillery is a bit different. For instance, Nevils have 1mm penetration, but as you know, they can take out basically anything. We'll also go through how effective I think they are, and you might be surprised which my favourites are, some of the standouts. So we'll start with the 7.5cm LG, which is this tiny little gun. Now, it's unlocked after the Fallschirmjäger. It's like a little paratroop weapon. It's a small recoilless rifle. This thing supposedly has penetration of about, I think it says 62mm. But I think because it's 7.5cm armour-piercing, it is quite effective. Now, it's not the most accurate, but as you can see, it does have considerable oomph. It carries 20 armour-piercing rounds of 30 high X, and it has a range of around 160. It's not a bad little gun. It's not really something I tend to use. You do get one in the campaign to use, but I guess if you want to do like a Fallschirmjäger build of these, you could. But I wouldn't rely on it for anti-tank. But you can do quite good high explosive support because it's 7.5cm. I'll just show you one of the shells to show you how powerful. I do consider it a field gun just because look at the way it aims and stuff. And as you can see, the shells are pretty strong. Then there's the light infantry gun. The light infantry Geschütz, 7.5cm. This has 160 range. This is one of my favourites. Now, it comes with 10 high explosive anti-tank rounds, 40 HE, and as everyone knows from other videos, the power of it is pretty impressive because it's high explosive anti-tank. It can do some quite good damage. Now, T-34 there, turret, if we can hit it. Now, getting the shot off there is quite difficult, but as you can see, the explosions are considerable. It's very powerful, very good range. It's probably my favourite of the field guns. It's quite small as well, and it's quite cheap to bring in, so you can easily sneak one of these into your forces, hide it somewhere, and just pound away at stuff if you can hit, obviously. Then we've got the SIG, 15cm SIG 33. Now this is a beast. It's a 15cm field gun. Carries 15 shells, obviously one loaded in. Its range isn't amazing for a field gun. It's about 210, but it's not as long as some other artillery. But if you've watched my How to Kill T-34s and KV video, you'll see the power of it if it hits. No, it didn't hit there, but as you can see, this thing can take out some of the heaviest tanks. It's very powerful. Not the most accurate, but it is a very big gun, very strong, decent reload speed. It does have a nice little gun shield to protect its crew. It's definitely something you want to bring. A lot of people overlook the field guns. In my opinion, they're one of the kind of best weapons in the game because you don't really need that much longer, especially on defense. It's very, very powerful. And we'll just try and take this T-34 out. There we go. Good hit on him there. And if we just switch to just to see what damage he's done, just to demonstrate. As you can see, he's pretty crippled. It's always good to cripple a T-34. Let's just click that off. Next, we've got the 10.5cm light field howitzer. Now, it says its arm penetration 62, but as you know, these high explosive shells, if they hit a target, they will do considerable damage. It's not the most accurate, but it has a good range. I think the range is around 400 something. I'll just double check for you. The range is, oh no, it's 360 it will go to. It's a bit hard to get it there, but 355. But it also carries high explosive anti-tank, armour-piercing, and HE. It's a good gun. It's got quite a quick reload speed for a high explosive for an artillery piece. Not the most accurate, but none of the artillery is. It's one of my favourites just because of the reload speed. You can quickly reload it. If you've got it set on a point, it'll keep hitting it. And it's quite cheap for an artillery piece. Quite an effective gun. And it's got decent range. The next is the 10cm SK. Basically, pretty much a longer range, slightly lower caliber. This does have, I believe this is 400 something meters, or is it 3 something? Yeah, it's 400 and just basically 450. And it's pretty powerful if you can actually get a shot on something. Let's try this KV. Once again, missed. Not particularly accurate, but it also comes with armour piercing and 20 high explosive and 5 armour piercing. Now, it's quite good if you set it on the point. It's got decent reload speed. It can quite easily pound an objective. It's very long range, so I like it for that. You can easily hit targets over here. I'd probably say it's probably the best long range gun in the game for reload speed, because once you start getting to the bigger guns, you do lose some of the reload speed. I'll tell you what, I have forgot. Just one. I apologise for this. It's just come up. The 15cm, which is not that one. It's this one. Sorry about that. Just apologies. I'll quickly spawn some men in. I do apologise for this. I just already started the video. I'd like to just chuck some men on it. Quick, there we go. We've solved the issue. My bad. So this comes with 10 shells, or 11 with one loaded in. This is the 15cm. Now its range is, I think it's quite far range this one. It's about 370, is it? It's about 385. But it is powerful. The only disadvantage I'd say with the 10cm is the reload speed. See, it's got some power to it. It's quite slow reloading, a bit slower than 10, so even though for that extra bit of power, I don't think it's really worth it over the reload speed. But it's got decent range. It's quite a good gun. I'd say all three of these are your kind of best artillery multi-role weapons. They're fairly cheap. You can fit them into a force for about, I think it's 25 or 30 population cap. And yeah, they're not bad. And even if you get a chance to dig them in with a field engineer, they're quite tough. And they can take tanks on, but not particularly accurate, as you can tell. Then we get on to the bigger stuff. The first one's the 17cm mortar. I'm not the biggest fan of this, or any of the heaviest ones. So they have quite good range. The range is what? It's 530, or is it 40? Oh no, this one's even further. It's 575. But it's not particularly accurate anyway. Let's see if we can take the KV with it. It says it's armor penetration 62, but as you can see, if that hits a tank, it's going to kill it. But it's the reload speed. It's a very slow reload speed. And it carries 11 shells altogether. And the munition costs really jump up for each shell. I think it's about 50 munitions a shell. So it's going to cost you a lot of supply. And you're going to need ammo trucks near it just to keep it going. But if you really want a really long range piece of equipment, there's that. But it's not that accurate, especially at range. So don't rely on it for sniper AT guns and such. But it's not bad. It's better than 21cm for reload speed, but I'm not the biggest fan. Then we've got the 21cm mortar. This is pretty long range as well. Let's just click. I can't remember the exact range of this thing. Oh god, let's keep going. It's 425, so it's not bad. It's very, very powerful. Only carries 6 rounds with one loaded in. As you can see, it's an absolute beast. Now, see if we can hit with this. It missed, but as you can see, very powerful explosion. It'll kill anything, but it's not particularly accurate, and the reload speed's deadly slow. Takes a hell of a lot of munition. I think it's 70 per shell, maybe more. You're gonna go through some ammo with this, but if you just want to bring the biggest gun, apart from the Karl available, you can just use it to just smash things. But I'm not a big fan of the Moors. I think it's a waste. I did bring one on my Conquest Enhanced, and I regretted it immediately. Looks cool though. And then we get on to the rocket artillery. I love the Nebelwerfers. First one has quite good range. Actually, it's the best one I think for range. I think it's just shy of 300. It's 310. It says. And this thing is very powerful. So Nebel's firing, this one fires 6 in one shot. It has 42 shells loaded in the inventory and 6 loaded in. And as you can see, it just absolutely hammers a thing. Now if it hits something, it'll probably kill it or disable it. It's very powerful. As you can see, one round just hit there. If we switch on and just see what damage was done, it's already damaged the tracks. Now that's the IS-2, the heaviest tank the Russians have. But the Nebel, that first Nebel, can do a hell of a lot. It's great for area destruction, like area clearance. So if you need to take an objective out, I like to use them for that, especially in Conquest Enhanced. This is the lightest one at 15cm, but it has a pretty decent reload speed. I think it's about 30 seconds. But it does, like all rocket artillery, they munch supply munition, so just be aware of that. But it's very good, and it has pretty good range. The 21cm definitely ups it. You get 5 shots in each salvo, and its range is similar. It's 390, 320. Obviously more powerful than the first Nebel, and we will show you the power. Now it's not the most accurate at that range, like it's area denial, like I said, but as you can see, very powerful. And the ROM round did hit that KV-85, so we'll quickly just show you the damage. And like you see, the hull's damaged, the track's damaged, and the gun's broke. So it's very powerful for taking things out. Great for infantry and light. Anything that's medium or light armor basically gets demolished by Nebels, and they'll make things catch fire as well. They're my favourite, the 30cm, but the range is quite reduced. I think it's only 270, is it? 280. So you do get the reduced range, but this fires 6 in a salvo. This thing murders supply, and I mean murders it. You will go through tons of munition. I'll just show you the stupid damage output by it. Look at that. If it hits anything, they're dead, basically. Whoa, and as you can see, one's already cooked off. The other one's taken damage. Very powerful. It'll kill anything it touches, basically. And that one's gone full hot. And then we obviously have the Beast, the 60cm Karl, the 4. Has a range of, I can't remember, I haven't used it since the campaign, I don't think. Has a range of 270, is it? Yeah. 275. Obviously, very slow reloading. Very, very, very supply intensive. And I can't remember what the minimum range of it is. The minimum range is 150, so it's very, very like can't shoot very close range. We will fire around. I think it comes with heights 60 centimeter, and then the Schwerer, that's the larger one, so the even more powerful shell, and I think that's the one that's loaded in. The Schwerer, is that loaded in? Yeah, it is. So we'll fire one of the Schwerers off at the tanks just to show you. Oh, it's hard to aim though. Is it ready? All right, come on. 3, 2, 1. Where'd it go? Boom! Oh my god, it destroyed tanks over there. That's ridiculous. Look at the power, the damage effect of that. It's insane. But the reload speed is literally like a minute or two. And it's obviously varying from rule being big. But if you do want to bring one just to just literally demolish an armoured units, you can. I think even that one's been crippled. I need to see the damage. This one, even in the local area. Jesus Christ, has that took any damage? I don't think so, but my gut. Mein Gott. No, that one was safe, but that is, yeah, even I forgot how powerful it was. It is fun, but it's not very practical. But I guess if you want to, you're in Conquest to something, especially Conquest Enhanced, you really need to take out an objective. But the reload speed is ridiculous, and you need ammunition nearby. But, it is an effective defense tool if an armoured company comes in a straight line at you. So that's the quickly going through the guns, and I'll quickly just say my personal favourites. So on the field guns, it's the light infantry gun, but the SIG has had a close play. It's in my heart recently because of how effective it is. Artillery-wise, I'm a big fan of the 10.5 because of the reload speed. Neville's, you can't beat the 30 centimetre for rocket artillery, and I think rocket artillery is your best, even though it's munition intensive. It's very, very effective, very, very powerful. But I'll just fire a shelling off at these tanks, finish them off. When it's ready, we're ready, let's do it. And it says it won't pen, but as you can see, just even getting close to them will cripple the tanks. As you can see, they're all gone. So it's great for destroying armour and infantry emplacements. And then the Karl is just that special child. If you really want to go big or go home for the biggest artillery, apart from I think the Paris gun, it's the biggest mortar ever built. So it's crazy. And that's it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Obviously, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And tell me what's your favourite artillery and tell me your opinions. And if you disagree, definitely tell me. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a fantastic day.